name is Yulin Gong, and I am a student from MDSH 2026. Today, I will show you my final individual credit project for 212B. And first thing, I need to import my dataset called final dataset, and I get the data from the Healthy Minds network. I just put the detailed introduction of the data in the analysis PDF. First thing, I just import the data, and then I just look at the shape and try to deal with the missing value. And then I just try to encode the data to replace some text with number. And then I input the new ID column for index, and I try to transform one column called depression score into the depression column. For the depression score, which is larger than 10, it will show true. And if the column of the depression score is smaller than 10, it will show false. And this chunk I just used to split the data into 5 and 5. You can see that the test size is 0.5, and I saved the test diff and the train diff into different CSV file. And then I built 3 models. The first is a random forest. I import the train data, and I doing some standardization of the feature and doing the PCA to pre-process, and then I just build the random forest model and save it as a random model.pkl. The same is for the XGboost. I doing some standardization, doing some PCA for pre-process, and build the XGboost model. And also I use the grid search CV to try to find the optimization. And then I just save it as XG model PKL. The same thing is for the logistic model. I've tried to find the best parameters and save it as a PKL file. And then I will show you how my Dash app can work. Here I will show you my app. This is my app. It has the 2 modes. The first mode is the prediction mode. The second mode is the evaluation mode. Users need to drop their CSV file here. Here I just drop the test file into it, and I click on the ID box, and I can choose the person I'm interested in. Here I choose this ID, and then I just click all the model to select and run the prediction. It shows the label true, which means that the model just predicts that person has the probability of depression, which means his PHQ-9 score, depression score, is larger than 10, and the probability of his score is larger than 10 as shown behind. And then I will change the ID to see other person. Here, it is also true. Yeah, he or she is false, which means that the model predict this one's score is smaller than 10, which means he or she does not have the depression. And then I will show you the function of evaluation model, and I will put it into the test CSV file. First, I will show you the random forest result. Just run the evaluation. Here is the ROC curve of the random forest, and the classification report, the confusion matrix, and the top 8 PCA components in the model. And then is the top 10 contributors to the PC1 components, because PC1 is the top 1 components in all the PCA contributors. And then I will change the model to XGboost, run the evaluation. This is XGboost curve, the classification report of the XGboost, the confusion matrix, and the top 8 PCA components. It also shows the PC1 is the top 1 component, and then it shows the top 10 different features. It is interactive figures that we can see each features tag. Also, this is also the interactive, and then we try to use the logistic regression. We can see the logistic regression performs very well. It has the AUC about 0.9, and this is a classification report, confusion matrix, and the top 8 PCA components. We can see the top 1 component is PC20, which is different to the random forest and XGboost model, and this is top 10 contributors to PC20. We can see that the anxiety score contributes the largest. And I also doing some analysis. I just write it in the PDF. You can see more details in that PDF.